Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. We're doing our budget check-in. We've been doing this every week lately, so if you like watching these kind of videos, just keep on watching. Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing our weekly check-in. It is Friday. I don't remember if I did one last Friday, but I was sick as a dog this whole entire weekend. So if I didn't, I'm sorry. But here we are. We're back. It's Friday. I'm on my lunch break doing my check-in. I hope you're doing your check-in too, by the way, because let me explain something to you. If you're here, clearly you're trying to get out of debt. I sat down, I think I just broke my pencil. I sat down the other day trying to figure out what we're gonna do to minimize the best we can on our budget. And just like that, you tend to lose track of things. And just listen, you're not the only one, letting you know, obviously. I have fallen off the tracks a couple of times, and this is the reason why we do this, right? Because we're trying to get out of debt. So yesterday, the day before, I sat down and I'm sitting there looking through all my memberships and stuff on my sinking funds, and I went back to most of the accounts as I check these things off also while I'm talking. And listen, I pay, I think it's like $80, $83 for Hulu, right? Ask me when was the last time me and my husband watched anything in Hulu. So I cut it off. So Hulu is usually yearly. So I pay $80 a year, and this is the time. Actually, I got my reminder. I put a reminder to make sure I remember to go in and make sure to see if we really want to keep Hulu or not. And hold and behold, listen, we don't watch Hulu. I think, I went in to go check and none of us watch Hulu. So why am I paying the $90? So I canceled it. So towards the end of this month, I no longer have Hulu. And then the other two that we're gonna probably look over sometime this week to see if anybody actually does it. So actually it was Hulu. I feel bad because it was Disney. The only one who watches Disney is Nico with Mickey Mouse, but I'm sure they have Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and freaking YouTube, and it's for free. I don't need to be clearly spending this money, right? We're technically, you guys know, hubby is not working and we're really tight on money. So hello, why would we be paying for this stuff? So lo and behold, I did go and I canceled most of them. I canceled the Disney and the Hulu as of March 1st. I will no longer have Hulu or Disney. Then the other one that we're supposed to look at is Paramount Plus, and I forgot what's the other one. It's Paramount Plus and there's another one. Let's look and see. Paramount Plus. So if you go in here and see memberships, Paramount Plus is like $6 a month. The Hulu $318, that was for the Disney. So if you do 318 times 12, that was $40 for that, and then $80 for the Hulu. So that's $118.16, people. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, the other one is Peacock, and that's $6. So I know hubby likes his sports, so we might keep those other two. But I went into the Hulu and found out that no one was actually watching Hulu. Okay, no one was watching Hulu. So the best thing to do is why pay for it if nobody is watching it. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys, if you guys don't pay attention to your accounts, right? So we have clearly Best Buy that is interest free or whatever. And I go in there like every quarter and check it out, make sure nothing has come through, make sure nothing has happened. And lo and behold, they were charging me a month $3 and something for some Apple Care that clearly I don't have anything Apple. My husband hates Apple. And we don't have anything Apple related. And for some reason, they keep putting this damn Apple charge on my account. I had to fight this before. And this is what made me want to go in there to go check to make sure nothing else was happening to my account. And I went in, and lo and behold, the past 2 months, they've been charging me for Apple Care. So I had to call them today, have them refund me all my money for the past 3 months. Granted, it was $9, but let's say you don't pay attention. So this is where this is more for you guys. If you don't pay attention or put a reminder to go check your accounts at least, every quarter or at least at the end of the month, you should be looking at these things, because it's horrible that, if you wait a whole entire year to actually go ahead and find out that whoever, Best Buy, was charging you, or Apple Care, you were being charged Apple Care, or the fact that no one is watching Hulu and you're paying $90, that's a lot of money when you ain't got no money, honey. I'm just saying. That is horrible. That's horrible. Let me tell you, that's horrible. A few things came in, so now I have 1,500. And on top of that, not only that, so as you guys know, I'm an accountant. I do people's taxes. Pretty soon you'll start seeing money coming in from people who pay me for doing their taxes. I only got a few that I do. So that's another one. Had a customer, let's call them a customer, can't tell you who they are, sorry, privacy. And here we go, I look at their W-2 that came in, they bring me their package, I'm looking at their W-2, they paid 0 taxes to the government. How you go through a whole entire year, you hear me? A whole entire year. How do you go through a whole entire year without realizing that you have not been paying any taxes on your paycheck? Exactly. Listen, people. Listen, please look at your paychecks. I can't fathom enough of letting you know. You should be at least looking at your pay stub at least once a month to make sure that people are not cheating you. Like, if I can tell you the amount of stories, and that person was not the only one. Out of the 5 people that I do taxes, 2 of them were not paying any taxes from their paychecks. So, and it's not their employer's fault, right? The employer one of them was the employer changed over from, I don't know, let's say ADP to whatever, another company to do their payroll, and they sent out emails to them to let them know they switched over from ADP to Paychex or whatever. I'm just using random companies. And they sent out the email letting them know that, hello, we made the switch. Just letting you know that your paycheck, 1, is going to look different, your pay stub, and 2, things have changed. So everything defaulted on their taxes. And this person didn't realize almost the whole entire year. I think they only took out like $30 for federal or $30 for state and zero for federal, because they never went in, they never filled out the form. So the taxes was never set up on their pay stub. So this whole time, they were never paying taxes. Oh my God. So who's crying? Not me. I look at my pay stub. I'm just saying. I look at my pay stub. I make it to make sure that on the 31st of, not the 31st, but the first paycheck that I get of every month, I pull the pay stub, I view it, and I make sure everything still looks the same. Oh my goodness. So of course, they mad. Why they mad? Because they gotta pay taxes. They ain't getting no money back. Uncle Sam want him money. What is wrong with you? I can only do nothing but laugh, okay? Laugh, people. Laugh. But I'm letting you know so you guys can know that this does happen. This is your responsibility as an adult. You know you gotta pay taxes. Uncle Sam want his money. So why you gotta sit there and not pay attention to what's going on? It's crazy. It's crazy. The same thing happened to the other customer of mine. And apparently they shot out the email. I made sure I told them, well, go back into your email. Maybe it went into your junk email or whatever. Apparently, same scenario. They ended up sending out an email for them to go in, and they just defaulted. Everything defaulted to like exempt or whatever, because they didn't take no taxes out. That was crazy. Crazy. The other one was, she took out a 401k whatever loan. You know you can do that. You can borrow from your 401k. She was supposed to be making payments. Well, guess who got docked now? Because she was never making her payments. She thought she was making her payments. And this whole entire time, she thought that her employer was making the payments. Little did she know the ADP, her HR person switched and it became somebody else. Like the lady got fired, let go or whatever. And next thing you know, the new lady apparently did not know that she had to fix her 401k to pay her back or to pay the company back. And she didn't pay the loan. So who got docked? Yep, she did. Because she owned the money and she didn't pay the money. It wasn't coming out of her paycheck. So now they took out what they needed for her to pay. And then now she was penalized by the 401k, because technically when you borrow money from your 401k, you either have the option to pay it back, or now if you don't pay it back, clearly now you're borrowing, and now they penalize you. And she didn't know that. And guess who ended up being penalized? Because she did not know that she was not paying, she did not pay back her student loan, so she ended up getting another tax form and didn't know that it had to do with her 401k loan. Listen, I beg you, as a friend, look at your statements. I tell you right now, I don't do anything in the email like most of the people do in life. I still get my pay stub live. I make them send it to me in my email. I do not look at my pay stub. I make sure I look at it. All my statements to whatever, my bank, everything still comes in the mail. Just because I want to open it and I want to see what's happening to my bank accounts, to the card account. Like Best Buy still comes in, actually it still comes in the mail. because I want to make sure that we look at it. Like, seriously. Seriously. Please pay attention. Please look. Make sure taxes are coming out. If you want to be exempt and pay Uncle Sam whatever amount of money you owe him at the end of the year, good for you. Power to you. Let's clap it for you. Because that's what we do. And you go ahead and you pay him whatever you owe him, then fine. But if you're a person who cannot afford to pay Uncle Sam in April, whatever, $7,000, $8,000, whatever you owe him, plus the state, a good $1,000, right? If they don't take no taxes out, then you should be looking at your pay stub. You should be looking at your pay stubs. You should be looking at your credit card statements. How about if your identity was stolen? This happens all the time. Identities are stolen. Credit cards information are stolen. And next thing you know, they charge stuff on your credit card. And you're here paying a bill for someone who bought themselves a 75-inch TV. And you don't know this because you're not paying attention. Pay attention. Please pay attention. Please, I beg of you, pay attention. Either look every week when you're doing your books. You can do it, make it a all-day event. Go in, look at your, obviously, what you're reconciling right now. You're doing things right now. You're looking at your bank account clearly, right? Why not go in and reconcile and look and make sure that things are happening the way they should be? I feel so, I can't. I can't. Okay, that was enough rant. Let me continue doing this before I forget what I'm doing. This is saving. This was a transfer. That's nothing. Okay, this is medical. Medical, CVS, medical. Stop and Shop is groceries. This was other. This is gas. And this was other. So let's go over here. I got the taxes to $225 for taxes. $70 for medical. We got $39.29. $39.29. $40.68. $6 for other. And $57.35 for the car. $35 for the car. Account's about to close me out. And then I do have a Stop and Shop pickup today, but the Stop and Shop pickup actually, the Stop and Shop pickup supposed to be 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and then minus the 10 for each for my savings. I have a Stop and Shop pickup, but they took out the maximum amount on it, and until I don't do my actual pickup, I don't know exactly what we spent for groceries, because sometimes the stuff is not really there. So then they refund you. So we're gonna wait on that one until like next week. What else? That's savings, and then that was the 5. Then so my suggestion to you guys is, if you don't have time, because we all got a busy life, you know, and we tend to forget these things, I would at least put a reminder on your phone, like if you're not too sure about certain things, like your memberships, all jokes aside, you know, because I tend to joke around a lot. But if you're not too sure about your membership, review them at least every quarter, like every 3 months. Review them. Just to make sure that you guys are wanting what you're spending on each membership, right? Like the Hulu that we had, Disney, you know, feel bad for Nico, but there's other places out there that he can watch the Disney, right? So, and right now we need to manage very well our finances due to my husband's issue with the stroke. So do I feel bad for Nico and him watching his Mickey Mouse? I'm sure I can find Mickey Mouse in YouTube, or one of the other programs, because right now we're important, because if we don't manage what we got, we'll end up in the same hole on that same train of debt, and we don't want to. So we really want to nick down to the nitty gritty. So that's out. What else is out? We're gonna review the other two at the end. By the end of next week, I'll let you guys know. I'm sure we're gonna keep the not Paramount Plus, the other one that he likes to watch his soccer. I'll let him keep that one. What else do we have? Please pay attention to your stuff, guys. At least once a month. Take one day that if you're doing this, then obviously you care about your finances. You care about what's happening with your money. Try and get my markers. You care about what's happening to your money. You care about getting out of debt, right? So if you're in that boat and you want to get out of it, and it's something that you're working so hard to do, go for it. Take the time. Do what you have to do in order to make sure that nobody is taking you as a sucker, right? Because let me tell you, that girl was crying, bro. I would be too, because she had to pay money. She owes Uncle Sam come April, a couple of $1,000, and the girl don't have the money. It was not something that she was planning on, which, okay, fine, but there's nothing else we can do but change it. So I helped her figure out, how much to take out and what exceptions she can do in order to not get bombarded with mad taxes taken out. And then that's another thing. Now she has to adjust. Hold on. Now I lost my train of thought. That was Bella. So now she has to figure out how to live with her paycheck starting, next week, or whenever she gets paid next, because now her paycheck is going to be way different than what she was used to, because of the fact that taxes are now going to be withdrawn from her paycheck. So now that's something else that she has to figure out. The other thing is, now come April, when she ends up finally filing, then I gotta help her figure out how to do some kind of payment plan with the IRS, which, great, they have a payment plan, but it's only for like 6 months and they charge interest on it. So is it really worth the amount for her to pay out in that, like, that amount that they want? Because we don't even know yet, because we're gonna wait till April to figure that one out. And then she has to figure out, can she afford the payment plan that she's making with the IRS? Now, if she would have paid attention to her paycheck, this would have not been happening. Now she's going to be tight on her money. Now she has to figure out where can she cut out of her budget to figure out what she can do to pay the IRS, because the IRS people are not the people you want to mess around with. Those are the people you better make their payment. You don't want to mess around with them. You don't want them starting to dock your paycheck. So please pay attention. All this to tell you, take at least 30 minutes, whether it's the time you're doing this, every week. If you're doing this every week, take the time to go in and check all your accounts. It only takes a few seconds, you know, or once a month, make sure you go in, you check all your accounts. I mean, come on, you know, it only takes a few seconds to just take a peek and make sure that everything is okay. So please make sure you're paying attention. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope that you guys are paying attention. So go in, go check. If you haven't checked, go now and check all your accounts. See you on the next one. Bye, guys.